question is in the working backwards category, and here's when I know I can use this strategy. See how the question is saying how many cards does Amber receive? And it has to be one of these four numbers. So she either has 14 cards, 20 cards, 32, or 38. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an assumption. I'll start off with any random answer choice. So I'll start off with C32. I'll pretend, and there's no reason why I picked this. I kind of like starting off with the middle. So you start off with either B or C. And I'll tell you in a little bit why you want to start off with either B or C. So let's for a second pretend as if Amber has 32 cards. Now understand what the relationship is between Amber's cards and Aubrey's cards. It's saying Aubrey receives 12 more cards than Amber. So if Amber has 32 and Aubrey gets 12 more, he should have 44 cards because that's 12 more than that, right? Because that's the difference of 12. So that's plus 12. Now, we know that there's 52 cards in the deck. That's what the problem tells me. Now, if Amber has 32 and Aubrey has 44, 4 plus 2 is 6, 4 plus 3 is 76. That would tell me there's 76 cards in the deck. So for that reason, I know the answer choice is not C. And now I can also eliminate D because see how there's 52 cards in the deck and I got 76 here? This number is higher, but we know that the 32 needs to be lower because the final total needs to be a little bit lower as well. So let's try 20 now. Let's for a second pretend as if Amber's got 20 cards. Now if Amber has 20, figure out how many cards Aubrey will have. Remember, Aubrey will have 12 more. And Aubrey, for that reason, will have 32 because that's 12 more. Now, what's 20 plus 32? That's 52 cards, and that's what I'm looking for. So this combination right here works. I know my answer is B. Amber has 20 cards. Cool. Now, check this one last thing out. I'm going to erase all of this, and I'm going to talk about how to do this problem algebraically over here. Let's pretend as if Amber has X cards. Let's talk about Aubrey now. Aubrey, remember, has 12 more cards than Amber, so that will be classified as X plus 12. Now I know when I add up their cards, so when I do X, Amber's cards, plus X plus 12, which is Aubrey's cards, should give me 52. And now I can solve for this algebraically. 2X plus 12 equals 52. 2X will equal 40, and then X will equal 20. And X represented number of cards Amber has, and that's what we got before too, B. So this is how you do it algebraically. Might seem simpler, but again, use strategies if you can't figure out the proper way of doing the problems. So in this case, if you figured it out algebraically, great, but if you couldn't get to this concept or figuring out how to do it algebraically, then obviously think of how you can beat the problem.